Russia says our principal position remains unchanged. We operate on the premise that there is only one China. Now let's remember that Russia had also given some warnings when it came to Nancy Pelosi's visit, and they are saying that we stand by the fact that there is only one China, and the PRC government is the only legitimate government, which is the People's Republic of China, and they say that is the only one representing all of China, and that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. So Russia's stand there unchanged. Going across to Abhishek. Abhishek, we had seen joint warnings from China and Russia when it came to this visit, and Russia, they're sticking to their stand.
So quite clearly, Shilpa, this is the kind of quid pro quo from Russian side, because we know that how strongly China has stood by Russia during this whole operation in Ukraine that Russia has started almost 160 days ago. Not only bilaterally, but also at multilateral platforms, China has been supportive of Russian action in Ukraine in the same name of sovereignty and the defense or the security interests of Russia. That Russia is trying to protect its own security interests in Ukraine. So this was the kind of support that China had given to Russia, and it was quite obviously that Russia would stood by Chinese side, especially against the USA, where Russia and USA are not having very comfortable relationship ever since this Ukraine war has started. So the statement that we are having from the Russian side was quite on very much on expected line, and Russia has clearly said the same thing, that any such visit is a sort of violation of sovereignty of Chinese nation. In fact, most of the country around the globe believe or have accepted this theory of one China policy, but there has been relationship also not at the highest diplomatic level, but at some formal level between Taiwan and other nations. And China does not want Taiwan to further up the relationship at any diplomatic level, or having any diplomatic engagement with any country which has some sort of size and scale that matters on the global arena. And USA is one of that country. So if one of the highest ranking elected official of USA, Nancy Pelosi, is third in the protocol ranking in USA administration, if she happens to visit Taiwan on her own or without having approval from Chinese side, it clearly have some bearing on Chinese belief that one China policy is something that globally being accepted or not, because in that case, Taiwan does not have the right to have a diplomatic engagement with any other countries without approval from China. And this visit sort of not approves that stand of USA or Chinese engagement over the several joint communique that they have had in the past several decades.
Abhishek, stay with us because the breaking news is still coming, and this time an important statement from the United States.